Everybody else, okay. Control Command M.
Okay, I'll mute me again.
All right, now.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Namaste Village. Wow, this is so beautiful.
And Zoom people.
And Zoom people, yes. Hola, buenos días. So,
This is Reverend Johannys Jimenez Hartog.
and this is Mr. Jimenez? No,
No.
Mr. Johannys. That's how he calls himself. It's Jack Hartog.
And we're here this morning to try to do our best imitation of James Francis. And I could not find, I wanted to really honor James Francis by being in brown, but I couldn't find any old UPS uniforms.
Yes, he's taking like few days
Few days
a
off.
couple of days because
Right.
really
Because he can.
Well,
It's like,
yes.
why do birds fly? Why did James take days off? Because he can.
Wow. So you know that David is here, our beloved Reverend David. We are delighted. And we were at the airport on Tuesday. It was my husband, James, was there, and we were walking. And there was a woman wearing a T-shirt that says, "Music is the answer." And I'm like, oh my God, yes, music is the answer. Like David sent an email a few days ago that says, oh my God, just the thought that I'm going to go to Namaste makes my heart sing. And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. Music has been really a huge part of my life. And well, some of you are taking my Latin dance class here, and we have a lot of fun. So
They're dancing to her CDs, one of which is a dance CD in Spanish with Latin rhythms.
rhythm. So dance, songs is so much part of who I am and the way I grow up. And as I say, and I think last Friday, how we are 15 children, same parents. So I'm number 13 of 15 children, but music kept us together. And I was thinking that there's a phrase that probably you have heard about that it says, singing is to pray twice. You have heard that, no? To sing is to pray twice, and usually is attributed to
Saint Augustine.
Saint Augustine. And I was doing some research about that. I said, did he really say that? Because some people say, no, it didn't come from him or others. But I know this is, I'm going to read something. According to the writings of Saint Augustine, what he really said was, he who sings praises, and not only praises, but praises with joy. The one who sings not only sings, but he also loves the one who sings to him or to her. In praise, there is a proclamation of recognition. In the song of lovers, there is love. I think that that's so beautiful. It touches my heart, and I said, I'm going to bring this to the group of Namaste tomorrow. The one who sings not only sings, but he also loves the one who sings to him or to her. I added to her. So when we read things like that, like to sing is to pray twice, or music is the answer, we really are talking about love, connection, joy, excitement for life. So this is that is, for me, it makes my heart seeing, like David says. Now you brought something.
I want something different. But I want to explain to people why one of the reasons we're together. Johannys, for her, this connection with God is in her heart. You can't hear me. Do we have a better speaker for me here? Or I'm sitting on it. Minor details. Some people say that's where my brains are, but what the heck?
Not on.
Okay. Where was I? About the heart connection.
Yes.
Johannys lives from her heart, and she's always lived from her heart. And me, I'm more the head type person.
Intellect.
Right. So when we met, she comes from a Catholic mystical tradition, and I come from a Jewish secular tradition. And we met in unity. And the idea that we have is we both bring out the best in each other. So that's what we try to do. And I had a story. Oh, yes. So to give an example of it, Johannys, when she was growing up, had how young children have these invisible friends, right? I know my daughter had one. It was a little grease spot on the wall.
Say that.
That's
Right,
great.
gotta mute
That's why
Sue.
you have such a wonderful hobby.
People are talking. People. I hear them in the background.
And they loved all those children. She just came from a
Okay, there we go.
Better.
I'm sorry, we were getting feedback that was distracting me. So my daughter's invisible friend was Gani, and she talked to Gani about every day and explained to us all the adventures they had together. Well, Johannys' invisible friend, and she would tell her mother that she was talking to her invisible friend, was Jesus. And it wasn't until she was 7 or 8 or so that she realized, no, Jesus was not everybody's invisible friend, just hers. So she grew up in this very connected tradition and always was among the faithful. Me, however, I was in a non-theistic family that sent me to Ethical Culture, which is a place for fallen Unitarians and secular Jews that was founded in the early 1900s, which tries to distill religion down to its ethical core. It's all about morality. And I was educated in that, but it was totally non-theistic, but it gave me some kind of background in religious teachings. And also the view of God as a man in a gray beard up in heaven watching over all the rest of us. And it wasn't until the late 1990s when I finally had a oneness experience and understood, well, wait a minute, there's something more than that vision. And my quest, once I had that oneness experience, was, well, what it actually was that? So I got intellectually involved in it. And I have to go back to two ways that I get in touch with God. One is through my heart, when my heart sings, the way Johannys was talking about, but the other is intellectually, to know in the core of my being that there is something more than this speck of dust on this speck of a planet in this huge speck of a galaxy in the huge universe. So I found Ken Wilber and the integral approach, and I try to dabble in spiral dynamics too, but I found his explanation of how I came to where I am right now very helpful. So I want to read to you, for those of you who are come to God more intellectually than through your heart, what helped me. So here's what Wilber wrote, and I'm quoting from The Simple Feeling of Being, which is kind of a compilation of his works. So tell me, who are you? You are not your thoughts, for you are aware of them. You are not your feelings, for you are aware of them. You are not any objects that you can see, for you are aware of them too. Something in you is aware of all these things. So tell me, what is it in you that is conscious of everything? What is it in you that is always awake, always fully present? Something in you right now is effortlessly noticing everything that arises. What is that? That vast, infinite witnessing awareness Don't you recognize it? What is that witness? You are that witness, aren't you? You are the pure seer, pure awareness, the pure spirit that impartially witnesses everything that arises moment to moment. Your awareness is spacious, wide open, empty and clear, and yet it registers everything that arises. That very witness is spirit within, looking out on a world that it created. It sees but cannot be seen. It hears but cannot be heard. It knows but cannot be known. It is spirit itself that sees with your eyes, speaks with your lips, hears with your ears, reaches out with your arms. When will you confess this simple secret and awaken from the gruesome nightmare?
Wow.
Wilbur's amazing.
Wow.
So eloquent and so brilliant.
It's loud.
Thank you. I gotta hold the father away. We have something that we do in our ministry in Spanish. In Spanish, it's rame. In English, it's raws. It's called recognize, accept, witness, and spirit. You recognize what's going on around you.
It's too loud.
Can you turn down the speaker, Robbie? There's feedback somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's better.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Thank you.
is that better here?
Yes.
Yes. Recognize what's going on. Accept it. Witness it. And when you're witnessing it not with your ego or your personality, but from that infinite awareness, that higher self that is within us all, that part of you that is connected to everything and everyone. And then spirit is just give it to God. And we do that
And
whenever we have a
surrender.
trouble. Recognize the issue, accept it, witness it, and surrender.
Yeah.
And for me, that intellectual gets me back to my heart, gets me back to the singing the songs from my heart. And I understand what love is. I really have to thank this woman for helping me understand love.
And you know what? That's where, at the beginning of our relationship, we met in a unity church, in the prayer program, the chaplaincy program that we are going to start soon here at Namaste. Because unity is based on prayer. And we met in the chaplaincy program, and people were like, oh my God, even the minister at that time, she told me, the one that was training us for the chaplaincy program, she was like, you and Jack are so different. How, I mean, I can't, she even says, I'm going to be, candid with you. I can't see you two together. I mean, you are so opposite.
That was a mere 22 years ago.
So, and people were asking, but what do you have in common? You are this and you are that. And then Jack is this and Jack is that. And then how, well, you know what? We connected through the heart. When we hugged each other, we felt like home. When we danced together, we were in heaven. And that's what happened here in our planet. We are so different. We have different races and colors. We speak different languages. We have different spiritual background, but we are connected through love. And if we focus on that, because this is not Jack and I, it has to be all of us in this planet of diversity and differences and apparent differences. There is that connect us, that unite us, that makes us one. And that is the connection with love, connection with God, connection with spirit. Because even as Jack was so intellectual, I could feel his heart, his spirit. Because imagine how we are so different, even within a family. You see, with your siblings, with your parents, we are different in the outside, but there's this that
There's the witness
connects
within all of
us,
us.
a witness in all of us. So that's what is to open our heart, as we say in our prayer, to open our heart to that that we call joy or love or connection, God, Holy Spirit, divine
Source.
wisdom, soul, source. So that is the point where we all are united, regardless of the differences. I say this. So, what do you think, Vicky? Enlighten us with your beautiful words.
Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I think whenever we do what we love, whatever it is, listen to Jesus, listen to a song, give away a candy bar, do the dishes, knit a sweater, whatever we do with love, we are singing. And we are singing the song of our soul. And it connects us. It connects us everywhere we are, everywhere we go. It draws exactly what we need to us because we're giving the essence of what we are. We're singing out the song of love, singing out our soul, whatever language we do it in, form doesn't matter. I'm wearing this today, as you can see. I'm in, can you see? It's a red, white, and blue.
You're in July 4th mode.
Yes, because the Olympics are on, and celebrating the Olympics is celebrating all these kids from all over the world coming to do what they love to do. When they started doing it when they were 3, 4, 5 years old, they were just doing what was in their heart, whether it was skiing or skating or whatever it was, but wholehearted. That's all passion is. Passion is with all of our being. Any of us do anything with all of our being. We are already at home, and it's impossible that we don't come into a circle of being at home wherever we go because we're bringing it with us. So I loved what you said. I loved what you both said. Teddy and I are very different too. We have, the heart and the head, but none of it matters. The entrance way is just the portal. The arriving at the center of being in love, giving love, being the love that we know that we are. That's our song. That's the song that we sing wherever we are. So, and what else? Oh, I wanted to say, I love today's unity message because guidance is very much what you were talking about. When what you recognize, you accept, you witness, and surrender. That's all guidance is. It's allowing the spirit to come forth and move us through those steps. And then we are following the voice of love to whatever situation we come to. So thank you. Thank you for your inspirational morning. Thank you, everyone. And here's Teddy. Here you go, Teddy.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you're right about music. When I first had my experience, when you have a true experience, you're high. And, I was high for days on this one. And I asked my guides, what do I do in the downtime when I'm not like this? And they said, just listen to the music. Because, the harmony of the music sort of reflects the harmony of heaven, the harmony of reality. And each of us is a note in that harmony. So that's what I was taught too, myself. Just listen to the music. I don't know. I know you guys are on the right track. The idea that we're different, it's something wonderful is happening. I don't know what to say.
Ay, qué lindo.
It's the joining, it's the coming together and the willingness to work out the differences, the willingness to sort of, I'm sure you guys have had to experience this. You got to let go of everything. You really got to let go of everything and find yourself in an entirely new space with each other, rather than clinging to the old, and that sort of mirrors the whole process we're all in, where you have to let go of all your ideas in order to have an experience of something that's way beyond your ideas. And I think, a relationship like you guys have, or like Vicki and I have, that's the worldly practice that allows us to have the otherworldly experience. And it's a demonstration when that happens for others to be able to see, and like you're saying, feel what's going on in order to come to understand and begin to ask questions. When something's really different, people begin to ask questions, and then you can give them answers. Before that, nobody really cares. But when people begin to question, then you can it opens up their minds and hearts, and you can find answers together.
Wow, thank you, Teddy. That was beautiful.
That was nice.
And Vicky.
And we almost left Teddy speechless, which is incredible. So the question.
Raised hand.
Oh, who is it?
George.
George, you want to jump in for a moment? You have to unmute.
Mike, can
George.
you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
In my
Hola.
work with couples that I do, I've realized an important thing that you're talking about. We have in the universe the law of attraction that says we attract to us people, places, and situations that match the vibration. So when couples come together, it's not because of the external matching, because they could be totally different, as you're talking about. What brought them together is the vibrational energy within your hearts. It has to be the same. You can't attract somebody to you without being connected to it. And so couples like us, you guys, that come together and create a ministry for your relationship first. And now both you guys and Vicki and Teddy are taking it out into the world, which is a great thing for couples to do. So you guys are vibrating at the same level of love.
Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
George.
beautiful.
I'm going to
Thank
invite you to come
George.
whenever we have a disagreement.
I do mediation as well.
Okay.
We know where you live.
It's good to know.
No, when we were first together, it used to take us, a couple of days to get over disagreements. And now it's like a few minutes. So it's really
Yeah.
quite magnificent. So we are after 20 years, we are starting to vibrate together.
Yeah. It's love is the answer, really.
So let me ask, if music is the answer, what's the question? The question is, what is love? Music is the answer.
It's the answer.
Goes to your heart.
And
Your heart is the answer.
That's
Yeah.
also a song. Music is love.
Yes,
Everyone's saying music is love.
Music is love.
yes. And
Except for some of the Latino cortavenas, which are all about unrequited love and misery and suffering and pain.
well, Vicky was talking about the Olympics, how they express, how they have this passion for what they do. And yes, and also it's in our everyday life, is connection through the heart, is to express the love that we are, because that's what we are, through hugs. Like in the morning here, when we see each other at Namaste, we hug each other, and through the smile, we smile to each other, and you could feel love. I saw A has been
Quarantine.
in quarantine, and my heart was like, hey, so good to see you. You are
Back in
here.
public.
So it's to support one another. We do that here at Namaste, and that's how you express love, to encourage. You see, when we want to, I don't know, it's just this connection that we are called to be in every moment of our lives.
Important to also acknowledge when disharmony happens as a call for love.
When this harmony happens, is a call for love. Yes. Thank you, Chris. Yes, it's life is simple. That's the way I see it. Even in the midst of turmoil, there's a place for love, for understanding, for joy, happiness.
Yeah, my take after I started reading the Course in Miracles for a bit, I said, heck, if it's not love, peace, and joy, it's the ego. So forget about it.
Amen.
Very simple way of living.
So in unity, we have a blessing for children. And I'm going to do that blessing because we are all children. You see, in our hearts. So, and the blessing says like that. I'm going to, it says like this, and you can do it with me.
I'll mess it up. You do it.
It says, and I'm going to ask you to open your heart to this word. And we say, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ as you, and we see you doing great things. Amen, amen, and amen. It's a beautiful, beautiful blessings from my heart to each one of your hearts. And now we are going to do the prayer
for protection.
Prayer for protection, everybody. And we say, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen, amen, and amen. Bye, everybody.
Lovely.
Thank you.
It's a lovely
I
day.
love you.
Thank